Hi everyone, so welcome to this reading. This is going to be part one of the Nicola Bulley. If you caught my shorts and my short videos, so shorts as in 1 minute, and then the smaller videos of 3 minutes, and part 1, 2, 3 and 4, possibly part 5 now of Maddie. We're on to part 5. I mentioned that there was a couple of energies that are strong around me, and one was Nicola Bulley and one was Maddie, and both I have been probed to connect with. Today, while I've been doing Maddie, I've also been on the last, while I've been doing Maddie, she's still in my energies, but that will ease as I feel like the voice has come out. But there's going to be more questions and obviously things to come through. A lot of it is also around the soul contract and healing that soul. So that's the purpose around this. This is not around reading on something that is in the news. It's bringing healing to situations, okay? So the way I'm going to do it with Maddie, I actually looked into it, so I don't do your head in. So I'm not like, well, I think I'm getting this. You're like, 16 years ago it was said. But it's about a journey. It's about, I also, in the parts, you'll see what I mentioned, why I believe I'm called to do this, and giving a voices to these souls. Like after Nicola Bulley, I don't know who I'm going to do apart from. I'm really concerned. There's something about Brittany, which we'll be reading on her energy and if I can channel into it. There's something wrong there. I think we all know, but it's not. I think there's like so many people that are like, she's cloned, she's not the person. I'm not going to be doing that. That's not what it is. I've got some, you know, I've just been really concerned. I think there's a disconnect. And there's one person in her life that seems nice enough, but it feels like a bit of, there's a misfit there. And with Nicola, she's been coming through to me. A couple of days ago in the gym, I saw something hanging from the roof. I'm going to go into it, and I'd never seen it before, but I'm not going to look into her case. So in this video, I'm actually just opening it up for Nicola. I've asked if there's a sign around me. I know she's around me because I've felt both energies, and every single day I wake up, sleep, and it's the same things. And you know when you want to sleep and you want to close off so that you can just rest peacefully. I've been struggling to do that, but it's these two souls that I'm really have been probed to look into. I don't know why. Jill Dando is another one, which is a very old story, but these two, and obviously when I did the Titan, really came through. All three seem to be linked to the element of water in some kind of way. And I'm going to go through it. So in this one, I'm not going to ask necessarily what happened yet. I'm going to ask Nicola to say what she wants to say. Maybe I'll probe a couple of questions. Like I said, both of them, I think there's, especially Maddie, there's something about looking into also her soul purpose, how's she doing now, Nicola the same. And I respect that once someone passed, they go through a healing thing. So for example, whenever I hear of Sinead O'Connor, I get chills, and I just literally go cold. So I'm not sure if that's going to be, Sinead is going to be someone that I read on, and if she comes through, that would be lovely, because like I said, but not right now. I like to respect that there's a healing journey for souls, but Nicola, maybe it's still a bit early. It has been several months, but Nicola is coming through to me. Like I said, I'm not selecting who it is. I'm just getting probed by spirit for a certain reason, and I believe it's around the souls that need healing. Now, something I do want to hear is, obviously, it's calmed down about Nicola. A lot of people are just like leaving it. I'm going to look into the details. Like I said, I'm going to look into a little bit more details. I'm going to tell you what I know in part 2, and then going to ask some questions. And then I'm going to actually look at, for example, what actually happened, or what's being told we've been happening, what's happening. How I became aware of this story is that I told you I don't watch news. I was checking my YouTube channel, and you know, when you check, then you get to the home page first, and then sometimes there's like listed, and then across the screen is the small ones. And there was Sky, a UK media channel. I don't know, I'm not confirming it's Sky or not, honestly, I can't quite remember. Something I think started just playing because I left the phone. You know, when you do something, it was like, it's reported that she had menopause and alcohol problems. That just sent me through the roof. I didn't know what was reported. She's reported missing and I was like, how disgusting that that's even stated at this moment in time. It doesn't matter. Or I felt it was like something that is confidential that should not be mentioned right now if someone's missing. I don't know what it is. It really triggered me. I felt it was unprofessional, and I felt like something's not making sense. For it to trigger me, there was something that didn't make sense. That's how I became aware of it. And then I wasn't prompted to read it, but then after that, obviously it started getting into media. I wasn't watching the media, but then after a bit it was like, what did I see? I'm not sure if I saw something about an update that Lancashire police have searched the river, about the dog, but not details, that she's still missing, and then eventually that her body was found, I can't remember if I saw that in between one. Like I said, I didn't really follow it, but when I heard the alcohol and the menopause, it really triggered me. I became aware, I looked at what was being stated, became aware it was just a 2-3 minute bulletin, became aware of Nicola Bulley as a name, and then obviously from that I was intrigued to check on it, and that's why I say I either saw when the body was found. I'm sure I saw when that she was still missing at some point in time. Lancashire police still looking for her, and then eventually that the body was found. And when Maddie was coming to, around May, when Maddie was coming into my energy, I already started feeling Nicola was there, right? So like I said, this is part 1, it's diving in, and sometimes I might start reading the card, but then I navigate. It'll be because I'm maybe getting messages or channeling, and I always try to distinguish between what I'm actually channeling through spirit guides, what I'm intuitively picking up on, what I'm reading from myself, which is my physical ego self, through the cards, which I try to disconnect from, and then also what I'm channeling through Nicola. Okay, so I try to make sure that I don't connect and mix them all up. So I might start in one direction, or for example, I might select a tarot card where I'm not very grounded, because I take it very seriously, but I've got to be grounded to really connect. And I've just asked if Nicola's around me, because I didn't plan to do it today, but I felt her energy for so long. I was going to do more of the sign readings and possibly another Maddie, but I felt Nicola was the strongest energy around me for the past 3 days, and I felt that this needed to be done. So it's going to be an open space for Nicola to say what she wants. The second part is going to be me telling you what I know already, which is probably not much. Dive into questions that we have, or that I have, and then I'm going to look into it, maybe bring to you what's not making sense to me, so we've got more questions, depending on how it goes. Part 2 might just be that it's an accident. This part might be like she's very closed off, but I feel I'm going to have to wait to see with the reading, because Maddie's energy is there, although, you know, like I said, if you've been seeing the parts, I've needed to really pick up on stuff and really make sense of certain stuff. So we're going to get on with it. What I do want to say is that because this is for soul healing purposes and this is my work, if you support the channel by subscribing and liking, it does help grow the channel. It also helps me know that as a collective we're sending healing to this soul, but that it's worth me continuing to record these healings for you on such cases that you're already aware of, as opposed to just doing it because collectively it's stronger than one person just doing the healing that needs to be done for the case that I'm doing. And obviously just by you liking, subscribing, it helps build the channel, which helps eventually gives back to all the work I put in. There is a donation link, but all I'm asking is if you're interested in the reading, if you resonate, if you want any of my services, then do support, like, subscribe, so that you get all the content, because there's something going wrong on this platform, not necessarily on my channel, but even people that have large followings, like 800, 500k, some signs are not getting shown on their videos, although they're recording. So with me, I'm doing all signs. I'm not missing anyone. I'm doing intuitive reads, so you might actually miss it in the list, but more than that, it might not come up in the list. So subscribing, getting notified helps you make sure you do get that. And like I said, sharing, liking, even sharing on Facebook, TikTok, so people come and view it. It's about sending healing, prayers and blessings to the soul. Like, for example, you've not seen me do, unless I get pulled after this, these are two main energies that I'm feeling. I've not done the latest crime scene or the latest, I didn't do necessarily Meghan and Harry, although at one stage I was going to be tapped into that, because it was kind of like to eliminate, you know, it was just getting out of hand in terms of tarot readers and gossip and stuff like that. And that's fine. I know that a lot of people follow it, but there's always a reason that I do my readings. What else do I want to say? So that will really help. For tarot and sign intuitive readings, you can also follow me on TikTok. I do have another platform with emotional, mental and physical transformation coaching as well. But this is really around spiritual and energy healing for the souls that I'm prompted to cover via the universe, via my spirit guides, and also the souls that are coming through to me. One thing I do want to mention is that I know a lot of people say let people just rest and be quiet to certain people, and I would agree with that if it's on a gossip base. But we have ghosts because souls can't rest, okay? And I think with the cases I'm doing, I'm actually proving why these souls need healing and why I'm doing it, and why your support is going to be paramount in doing that. And this case, I feel like, is going to be a bit different to Maddie in terms of outcomes, and that's why Nicola needs a voice. Okay, I know there's an outcome out there, but like a further outcome or further coming forward, basically. So I'm going to move the camera down to the deck, my desk, and I'm going to pull from the tarot cards, see what one I just intuitively go for. Okay, see if it agrees with Nicola, and let's get into it. Hi everyone. So like we mentioned, let's just do an intro. I don't have my notebook where I've got some questions, and then like I said, after I done this, unlike the Maddie case, I will look into a little bit of a background to the story, more than what I told you I know. But as I've had Nicola in my energy, I really want to just give this the space for you, Nicola. What do you want to tell us using this tarot deck? And then I'll move to another. This can be about anything, Nicola. This is your voice. The number 7 is coming through to me. I don't know if that's about the, you know, I connected 7 with lies, deceit. Could be theft. Something done hidden. It's hidden, you know, it's not like a hostile, but it's a hidden deceit. We'll see if that's connected. But number 7, I haven't got my notepad to note this for when we do more readings, but let's see. Nicola, let me know what you want me to say from this deck. Anything from this deck? Okay, not to start with this deck. Start with this deck. Okay. The deck that I was starting with, I wasn't really sure if it would be, because it would be more about her healing right now, or, you know, message of soul purpose. Nicola, this is open for you to tell me, tell us, whatever you wish to tell us. Hierophant. Hierophant is about, is a Taurus energy. I don't know what her star sign is, but this is really about her, and it's interesting, it's 5, but usually it can be in different tarot decks, it can be a different number. So 5 is about change, and this is about either spiritual awakening or a contract. The steps on here leading to the spiritual awakening. Can you give me more cards, please, Nicola? Can you give me more cards? More cards, Nicola. Tell me what you want to say. Anything you want to say? Go back to the old deck. Okay, go back to the other deck. Let me know what you want to say. Anything you want to say. Anything you wish to say. Sphere of light. Healing hands, empathic qualities, animal wisdom. She's actually saying that this is what I'm doing. Okay. I'm bringing healing. Healing hands, sapphire of light, hierophant. And I think it's to do with a soul contract. 2 and 9. 31 is for... Was she known to love animals? I just want to connect with the cards a little bit, so I brought them closer to me so that I can actually look. So on that night, if you're new to the channel, please do like and subscribe so that you support the work done. But what I'm trying to get to, I'll finish that sentence, is that there was animal wisdom present and a sapphire of light that day. Here and here. Like the, you know, there's a bit of psychic energy here as well. So apart from her saying that this is qualities I hold to assist healing others and myself, I'm getting that there's psychic energy involved. Okay, let's move on. Which deck do you want me to go to, Nicola? One more from here, one more from here. Okay. think there was something about a psychic as well, was there? Nicola. Every time I say her name, I smile. Show me a card. Show me a card, okay. Spirit guides, archangels, please protect this space with only light. Crystal Kingdom, slowing down materialism, psychic debris. Okay, there's definitely something about a psychic here. There's definitely something about money and materialism. Okay, so I'm going to go into why did it happen if there's an accident. If there's an accident and Nicola still wants to come through with messages, I will do that. If it's an accident and there's no messages to come through right now, then I'm going to leave it there, you know, because an accident is an accident. I'm not here to try and make a scene out of something that maybe others are just for whatever reason. I wonder if this is questioning. Tell me, Nicola, tell me more. I think she was very earthly. Someone who enjoyed sort of nature, animals. Being very connected in oneness. Maybe that the Weir area is where she felt very connected and one, and being able to slow down and disconnect from, you know, sort of the day-to-day things. And I feel like she was very mindful of the words and being kind in general. Like nature brought a harmonic balance for her. But there was emotions bubbling to the surface with this. There was emotions bubbling to the surface. With a lack of personal harmony. Maybe like becoming, you know, anxious, impatient on one's dreams or visions or nudges that she's been trying to get. And thinking of a plan to move forward. And it wasn't about her believing that things needed to be perfect. She knew nothing was perfect. I wonder if there was something around her starting to question her, question her self-worth, like something was making her question her self-worth, or, you know, her confidence, where she started, you know, none of us are perfect, but then sometimes we look at things and that makes us forget that no one is perfect. So if we don't have something, the other person might have it, but then they won't have something we've got. Nicola, was you starting to doubt yourself in general in some area of life? Was you starting to doubt yourself? Please show me a card. Yes. Money, stability, home. Okay. Was it around work? I think there's money involved in this. Can you tell me more? Interesting, Pentacles is Earth sign again. Please, can you tell me more? Very earthy. Yes, and it made her decide to maybe look at moving forward, or for something to arrive to help her move forward. I wonder if it's to do with some sort of money she was waiting to come in to move forward. There was a plan. She was thinking of a plan to move forward. And I think she was getting nudges from her intuition, but then there were certain beliefs and contracts in place. Contracts can be work, can be marriage, whatever it is. Okay, what more do you want to tell us? Did you have a plan to move forward? Is this to do with personal life or work life? Personal life, work life. I've got two cards and are both a yes. This would tell me personal life, okay? It's to do with marriage, her home. Okay. There was some dissatisfaction, maybe a little bit of depression and boredom. Maybe somewhere in that there was some self-absorption. Maybe that's where she was trying to realize that things aren't always perfect. So is she being self-absorbed? Is someone else in her energy being self-absorbed? Is it you? Yeah, she was thinking, is it her that's being self-absorbed? Tell me a little bit more about this. So this doesn't relate to the death. It could be just, you know, the energies that, you know, were leading up to it. Tell me a little bit more. Was it the way you were brought up and you felt like something wasn't aligned with your soul anymore? I think there's something that was really... there was some inner child wounding, but it was like we all have. Was this to do with... I was going to say her marriage, but because I don't want to put stuff out there that people just want to say. But she was overburdened, overloaded. She felt a massive weight on her shoulder, but somehow I think she also felt there was a weight on her, maybe a weight on her shoulder, yes, a weight on her shoulder to have everything together and portray that everything is just calm, handled lovely. Was she actually married? Or was it a partnership that was supposed to lead to a marriage? But never did. Is that what made you upset? I think she was waiting on that. Making investments, that commitment. Did you feel overburdened, overloaded? Did you feel like a bit out of place for some reason? Did you feel that? Not good enough, maybe? Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, I wanted to put that away, but she said, okay, not yet, move on, okay. Can you show me 3 more cards of what you want to show me? 3 more cards. I feel her energy and I just smile. 3 more cards in general of what you want to show me. Knight of Pentacles. This is about slow moving. This is about, it could be to do with your money, finances. Yes. Slow moving, being patient, being loyal, being responsible, and sort of bit conservative. And then we've got the 7 of Wands, which is standing your ground, being defensive. Is this related to feeling that you had competition? Yes, Knight of Wands, competition in passion. Okay. Competition around an energetic, very passionate, charming. This could be someone who's alluring. So it could be to do with her career, her purpose. It could be to do within her community, her close-knit of friends. Did you feel like you was in competition, or one jumped out, new chapter, maybe, but I had not finished the question, so we're going to finish the question. Was this work? Air and Pentacles for work, Cups and Wands for personal life. I think we've already had personal life, but did you feel you were in competition? In which area mainly was this? Cups, family. Family. So I think it's on the personal side. I wonder if there was a third party. A third party. Is this an ex-third party or a new? Maybe. Maybe an ex, and this card represents new. Like new, not someone that they've been married to. I don't know if they've been married before or whatever. Okay. Okay. Right, so now I'm going to get a final message from Nicola, and the next part is going to be the questions of what happened more, but I think we've got, it's very clear, some things that were not well balanced. So I want to ask a little bit of, thank you for this, Nicola. I want to ask a little bit on the Hierophant, please, Nicola. Hierophant. Can you tell me a little bit more of what you meant about the Hierophant? So we know about sort of talking about spiritual contracts and purpose. You linked it with mine, and then you said linking both, how animals, nature brought you into oneness. Gave you that little bit of an escape. There was materialism focus maybe at the time. Psychic debris. There was some psychic thing involved. Okay, I think this is also her intuition nudging her. Hierophant is to do with passion, so this could be to do with love. Okay. It could be to do with someone who involved but was a Taurus energy in their top placements. It could be to do with, like I said, like the marriage. Strong Taurus placements. There's also a Libra. Okay. I'm getting this could be her partner, her husband. Yes. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, maybe. The Truth. Empress is 2 energies here. A Libra and a Taurus in top placements. Okay. Can I have a message that you want to leave this part on as we head back? A message for us from you, a message for everyone that Yeah, everyone that thinks this could be, just how do you feel about how your case was handled? Whatever you wish to say, let me know, Nicola. This is your voice, your space. Your voice, your space, Nicola. I'll shuffle one more time, if not we'll go on to another deck. Mirak, embracing oneness with the universe. 1 and 6 is a 7. Interesting, right? This is the deck that I actually ordered just before doing the Maddie reading. So I need to write number 7 as we go on this journey, because obviously I feel like it's important. I did mention about being oneness with the universe, and what she, you know, the place that obviously the wire is where maybe she felt a bit disconnected. And she could slow down and probably take a deep breath. I think it's like stepping away from everything else in your life, feeling at peace and calm. And actually by stepping away from your life and being at peace and calm in this area, okay, it gave her power to feel confident and connected to herself again, where something in her life was maybe making her feel disconnected. Maybe she put a lot of expectations on herself, or someone had a lot of expectations on her. Let's see what this card says, because like I said, it was a new deck that I ordered just before I started the Maddie reading. Mirak, are you rushing through life trying to achieve and acquire? When Mirak appears, it's time to take a deep breath and slow down. Consider there are simple, small, happy things around you which you're blind whilst you fixate on the desire of larger goals, larger expectations that are making you feel increasingly cut off, frustrated, and despondent. We saw the 10 of Pentacles, didn't we? And I mentioned about feeling at oneness here. The girl of Mirak has stepped away from her desk, out of the kitchen, away from the expectations. She's chosen to walk, not drive. This was another question of mine that I wanted to ask, actually. Did she walk to the wire, or did she take a car? I know there was a car involved at some stage. So I'll be asking in that and then looking into it further. But first, I'll tell you what I know so that you can know what I mean. She has chosen to walk, not drive. She treads slowly in order to fully sense and notice the little things around her. Her heart lifts with a great sense of happiness. At her feet spring luscious berries and sweetly scented flowers. The world around her swells and pleasure senses itself being noticed and appreciated. It's time to step lightly in the world and be grateful for what you have. Notice the small things and answers you seek reside in small achievements, enjoyments of each day, and your willingness to be the one with the universe. Know that your role and place in the world is just as essential as anyone and anything else's. So I think she went, you know, this walk, which I believe I was told is a daily walk, she, you know, she connected with the earth. I think she had a dog that she walked, didn't she? It was, whether she realised, whether Nicola, I think she did realise it, there was some healing that brought harmony to her on that walk. Now here it actually says, wear simple clothes, and if you can, walk barefoot on natural surfaces like sand and grass, and leave your smartphone at home. What I know is her phone was found on the bench because she had a work call or something, which I'm going to go into. But, okay. I'm getting called to this deck. saw a card that I was going to pick, but I'm going to wait for Spirit to. It's actually this. Friendships, preparation, custodians. Okay, that's actually a number 9. It's transformation. Got so many decks on my lap right now. Just making sure that I've got the full thing. With Cosmic Wave, it's about, you know, again, about an energetic vibration. It's about the body, the ascensions within the body, the DNA, the cellular memory, embodying presence of wisdom and enlightenment. I think she really enjoyed nature and really felt connected to nature in ways that I don't know if she was an environmentalist or an animal lover, but there is something here. And again, I felt like when she stepped out for this walk, it made her really, it helped her download things and really understand and be able to listen to her soul. Like, you know, when you need to listen to your intuition and step away. Be interesting to know what colours she wore on the day she went missing. Like blues, green. Maybe a little bit of pink, but let's shuffle again and see what I get. Okay. Another message, please, Nicola. If you've got a message from this deck, let me know. Scales of calmness. Actually, 2 popped out, so I'm just going to shuffle again. Let me know what needs to come out this year. Okay. Language of light. Rediscovery, humble wanderer, communication. What number is that? It's number 9. Interesting. The first, I think, custodian was 9 as well, which is really about the end of, you get to a 10 after that. So there's the water here, isn't there? I'm just going to ring a bell, guys, okay, to break this. So, light language, really, I feel like there's a Merkaba here. Dolphins, whales speak some sort of sound healing, and it's like light language, isn't it? And again, it's about water. That, you know, the sound healing, the Merkaba actually dispenses dense energies. I think I'm getting to what her soul purpose is. This also encourages, if you're thinking to travel or move to foreign lands or something, to go ahead, even try learning a new language, but not to get lost in the spirit of sort of translating everything into what makes sense in life, if that makes sense. I feel really she was really connected to nature and an environmentalist, and animals is big here. And this could also mean like sort of speaking with silence. I think here we're talking about soul purpose and stuff like that. So this is sort of intro. I wanted to give Nicola space to invite her in. I did ask if she was around me. I got the confirmation. I've been feeling it. So in the next one, we're going to ask more questions. This was just an intro on what Nicola wanted to say. Clearly some of what's happened, or some energy that was around at the time. I don't mean time of death, but you know, around her life and her thoughts and stuff and people has come through. So we'll have to see how that goes. And as I mentioned, everyone, if you enjoyed this, please do like and subscribe. The reason is apparently you cannot always see the videos uploaded. So even when it's a live premiere, you can't always see it unless you check the list. And even some large channels that have hundreds of Ks are actually struggling even when people check the video list. So do subscribe, follow, and like I said, this is a larger purpose of souls that I'm probed to connect with. And I am going to get back to you because there's a couple of things that I do want to cover and we need to go into it further. I might be prompt. I'm getting prompt to pull a crystal from here. Okay, a crystal message from here. Nicola, go ahead. Tell me what crystals you want to share with us. What crystal shall we share? This one? Yeah. Garnet, okay. Purification, detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. Okay, very interesting. Garnet can also be a deep colour, so this is not necessarily the colour. It can be a deep ruby red colour as well. Purification and detoxification. I think this is what she's trying to release as she's healing. That's why I pulled like the oracle, sort of what I feel is like sacred cards that give us the message. So it's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. So for me, it's saying, take a look around, see who's actually being a toxic player in your life, okay, which takes us to probably into the reading. Release whatever's draining you, whatever might be toxic in your physical and energetic field, which is an interesting message, isn't it? So I'm going to leave it there. Like I said, please do support the channel by subscribing, and I look forward to your likes and comments and sharing. Take care and bye for now. Also, just before I end, thank you, Nicola, for being here, and may the spirit guides, angels of light surround us. And may we heal your soul, help heal your soul, and get your voice out in these parts. She says thank you. Okay, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you in our next one. Bye for now.